What's up, everybody? Ruby Chase here with Synthfire and Rave Train. And we've got Muscles
What's
here
up,
in
guys?
the house.
Yeah.
So, Muscles, you have been on the come up, which is very exciting.
We're doing lots of things. Yeah, very excited.
And I would love to kind of get down to what is Muscles? What do you represent?
I'd say really it's promoting and pushing underground club culture and the club scene, you know, not just EDM, like it's not even about EDM, that's something that's come about. I'm interested in, you know, promoting what our initial club culture was with house music and techno, and it's, you know, the basis for everything that's happening today, and I'm really interested about the culture and teaching and passing the torch, so to speak.
What has been your influence? Who was like your biggest inspiration to step into this world?
I'm a huge fan of Daft Punk, like, since I was a little kid, but MK is someone that I'm a really big fan of, who's a big inspiration. He's, you know, one of the, not even just 90s, like, he's a living legend, basically, in my eyes, you know, and that represents 90s house music and 90s, you know, house culture to me, and that's the vibe that I channel, you know, with a lot of my stuff, as well as, like, the early acid house, like DJ Pierre and all that stuff, just underground techno and the old school stuff, and just the culmination of 90s culture and club scene.
So you must be a 90s baby.
I'm actually 80s.
80s baby.
Late
Okay.
80s, late
well, that's
80s.
good. You grew up in the 90s.
Yeah.
So one thing I found really interesting as I've been getting to know you is that you have been able to really play the field, release things on a super wide range of labels and different mediums for EDM. What's been your trick or the way that you've been able to navigate kind of playing the field when it comes to all the different genres and channels?
Well, I did a previous alias before this and had quite a few releases, but even as this project as Muscles, I've done everything from Mad Decent and Fool's Gold to Tool Room and Black Butter Records. And as house music, like, not bass house, not feature house, like house, what I do, and I don't know if there's a trick or a secret. I just kind of do my thing, and I try to be myself as much as I can, and I feel like hopefully that translates and comes across, and that vibe really gets thrown out there, and, you know, maybe that's what attracts some of these guys to what I do in my sound.
Yeah.
Just try to be authentic. It's just me. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I've noticed that with just barely starting to get to know you. It feels very authentic, and it's been awesome to hear your music and hear your story. And as more uncovers, I'm just affirmed, like, he's actually a really cool guy underneath all the music. So,
Well, thank you.
That's been beautiful. And also, I'm curious what you are working on. What do you have brewing for this next year?
There's a lot of really cool stuff, really big stuff. So I moved out here about 2 months ago now from Austin, Texas. So I'm still pretty
Welcome
fresh
to LA.
out here in LA, and it's been great. I've been busy AF since I moved here nonstop, but got some releases coming up with Insomniac, Psycho Disco, some Tool Room stuff, and Asterix, which is an Australian label. But what I'm really excited about is I'm building a rig to do a live show, which hopefully, if all goes well, I'll be doing at the end of the year. So it'll be all hardware, no computers, playing live, doing a live thing, and that is something I'm really excited about and can't wait to do.
Well, I'm like so excited to witness that show.
It's gonna be fun.
Maybe we can make a Rave Train private audience as we build it out.
That would be really cool. Yeah, that'd be awesome. Like
Yeah.
behind the scenes stuff. Some
Yeah.
BTS.
Yeah, we love BTS.
Mm-hmm.
So also, as kind of a wrap up here, I would love to pick your brain on where do you see this music scene going? Like, what is next for music?
It's hard to say, but I feel, you know, as some of the EDM bubble or whatever has kind of simmered down a little bit, so to speak. You know, like I mentioned earlier, the culture's being pushed and the underground's coming back with the vengeance. Mm-hmm. You know, and it's the crowd, or, you know, the people from the big boom in like 2011, 2012, the audience is, you know, the taste has become a bit more mature, you know, since then. A lot of people still like the big EDM sound, which is totally cool. Like, I dig all of it. Like, there's no hate for me on any of that front. Trust me. But a lot of people are getting really into like house and techno and tech house, and everybody's changes are tasting constantly, and it's an exciting period like in time right now, seeing what's about to happen, because there's a lot of different ways it could go, and I don't think anybody's quite sure yet. So we'll see. Something exciting that I'm looking forward to as well.
Yay, me too. And finally, I'm curious, how do you see music changing the world?
In a lot of ways, as long as people are promoting something that's, positive and, challenging the fans to, be concerned with their favorite artists and who's actually making their music, and getting it back down to that instead of all this ghostwriters and all. I know it's like a big controversy, and that's a whole nother topic of discussion and stuff, but, I see a lot of online conversations of fans holding their favorite artists accountable now, and that's good. I think that's something good for our scene and for our culture, and what we do is, that should be being pushed, because a lot of guys that make their own music and are extremely talented at what they do aren't getting the shine that they deserve, because of these big marketing machines and stuff, which I get that side of it too, don't get me wrong, but I like the fact that artists are being held accountable for their music and what they're being made, or like what they're making or what they're not making. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely. Wow, well, it's been such a pleasure talking to you today.
Likewise.
Thanks, man.
Yeah,
thanks for coming
for
out
having
on the
me.
show.
Rave Train.
Whoop, whoop, whoop. Let's do that again. That was awesome. So we'll just say on this count of three, we'll do Rave Train.
All right.
Okay.
1, 2, 3.
Rave Train. Whoop, whoop.
You guys are awesome. Thanks for having me by. My name is Muscles.
And I'm Ruby. Peace out, guys. Thank you.
Rave Train.